Done with the Equinox. Tested the Equinox on these test subjects here. Got a big buckle, a hoof peck, a spike there, and I also have a Morgan dollar, small gold ring, large gold ring, Eisenhower $1 coin, and a silver quarter. Right. I'm gonna use the Deus on this next target here, on this next test, and on all these machines, I try to level the playing field by elevating my coil an inch and a half above these target test subjects here. And I'm going to use the Deus 9-inch HF coil. What I want to do is I want to have one mode or one program, one setting that'll hit on all this stuff in between that iron, right? Stock number 9 hot program, right? 14 kilohertz, 3 recovery speed, 3 audio response, -1 silencer. So with the Deus, when you're in full tones, the audio overload and the audio, the silencer don't really do much. They do a lot more if you're like in a 3-tone, 4-tone, 5-tone operation, or in pitch tones. They make a lot bigger difference. Those settings make a lot bigger difference. They have a more of an impact on your settings. With the hot program, it's just so easy to learn, right? 14 kilohertz, you turn on the machine, -6.4 discrimination. And I'll put this big coil, this big coin right in there, right? High tone, right? I tried this on the other machines, the Amphibio and the Equinox, and I had spent a lot of time pushing buttons, right? My other machines, to hit this, actually my other machines weren't even hitting this coin here, actually, to tell you the truth. The Equinox and the Amphibio were not hitting this coin right here, right? For me to hit that coin there with my other machines, I really had to push a lot of buttons, right? See that? Stock program, just banging that higher conductive coin right out, right? A large coin. Listen to it. And this is the stock program. I can adjust my audio response, my reactivity, my discrimination, all that stuff to hit on all this stuff really good. But I'm not going to go through that. I'm just going to do the stock program and see if it'll hit all these targets here within the same setting, right? 14 kilohertz, right? Take that big coin out of there. Gold ring, honking gold ring, right there. Boom. Take the Deus up here. Take that gold ring out of there, right? This is 14 kilohertz too. 14 kilohertz, right? Just turn on and go. Now listen to these buckles here. Actually, I'll try the smaller gold ring here, right? I'll try the small gold ring here. Let you listen to it. Right? Low conductor, right there. Pretty impressive, I would say. Now I'll put that Morgan dollar in there, right? I'll put that Morgan dollar in there. I'll let you hear it, right? Let you hear it. Higher conductive coin. Large silver coin. Actually, I'll cover it up, so even the playing field, right? Just like the other machines, 1.5 inches over the target. Look at that. Stock program. I haven't adjusted anything on this. This is just turn on and go, right? Pretty freaking amazing what that just did, right? And to show you the power of a Deus and iron, I'm gonna turn this, crank it up to 54 kilohertz, get rid of all that EMI, right? Just shuts the machine right up, right? In iron, right? Put the big coin in there, this big. All right, hear that? High conductive coin, 54 kilohertz. Right? See, we'll take that coin out of there, right? Listen to it without that big coin in there. Put it right back in there. High frequency, man. It's doing it. Right. I'll put this small quarter in there. Banging it out big time. I haven't adjusted my recovery speed or anything, right? Listen to this target, right? Without it. And with the Deus, I can tell those round iron objects in full tones, right? I can get I get a really dynamic tone on objects, targets that I want to get out of the ground. Listen to this. Listen to this buckle here. Overload. Listen to this overload of something round. I know it's something that I wanted to get out of the ground, right? Listen to this hoof peck. Those are two targets that I really want to get out of the ground. Listen to the spike. Right? Sounds like junk, right? I don't want to really dig out nails like that. I want to be digging out those hoof pecks. I want to be digging out those buckles, right? This gold ring. This is the gold ring in 54 kilohertz. I'll bring it up here. High tone, right? High tone on the gold, big gold ring. Oops, right there. Doesn't really matter where that's at. Anyway, just gonna bang it. Pretty freaking impressive, I would say, right? Morgan dollar. Show you the Morgan dollar, what it sounds like, right? Oh my. Ripping that thing apart, right? Ripping it apart. And now actually what I'll do, so I'm gonna try the big coil on it, right? See if the big coil does the same thing. Compare it to my Equinox and the Amphibio, right? How much I had to dial those other machines in there. I'm not gonna change anything. I'm just gonna switch, I'll just switch the coil out. Not going to change any frequency, any mode. Go back, go over to my coil here. Oops. If I can see, switch the coil here. Stock hot program right here. Right. I'm done testing the Deus HF coil. Check my frequency here. Make sure 17.2 kilohertz. Right. The big coil. This is a big freaking coil right here, right? Stock program. Take it out of there, right? I can still, I get a really good modulated tone on those iron targets that I wanted to get out of the ground. That buckle and that hoof pick probably isn't going to sound very good. Now that sounds pretty good. That nail, Listen to this. Listen. I mean, look at that. They're just ripping. Struggling a little bit on that one. But it's still hitting it though, right? It's not giving me as much as a high tone, but I'll put this gold ring in here. Watch this. Pretty freaking crazy, man. I'll take that gold ring out of there. Watch. Right? Right? Banging it out, man. Here's a big gold ring. Listen to it. Stock program, right? I can dial this machine and make it hit really freaking good on all these targets, but I'm not going to do that because I just want to show you the stock, right? Right. Take that out of there. It's hard to grasp this if you're not here in person, right? Videos can be impactful, but when you see it in person, it's a whole different story, man. It changes your life. When you see something like that, you know, when I first got the Deus, I struggled a lot trying to dial it in, trying to push a bunch of buttons, you know, making my own programs and, you know, trying to develop a certain swing style. But after a few months with the Deus, after all that heartache and learning the machine and all the struggles I had, the hot program is the program to do it in, right? I don't want clipped tones. That's why I have -6.4 discrimination, so I can hear everything in the ground. So I can learn. It's a process, a learning process of learning what's in the ground just by digging up junk, digging up trash, digging up bottle caps, digging up foil, digging up all the junk. So you know what to reject in your ear. This is a tonal game, right? And with the tonal comparisons between the Amphibio, the Equinox, and the Deus, what machine hit that the best, right? You can make that decision by yourself. But all I know is I want to be swinging a Deus or a Deus 2 straight up when I'm in iron. Maybe not for depth. You know, I'm not going to go out there in the field and try to go 12 inches deep with the Deus, because I just don't, I'm not experienced in digging deep. I really don't want to dig deep anyway, to tell you the truth. I'm getting too old for that bullshit, right? So, you know, what machine would I rather have in just a stock program? The Deus, right in the iron. That's where it thrives at, right? And, you know, with any machine, it takes quite a bit of a learning curve to learn the Deus and the tones. You know, I'm not saying that it's easy. It's easy to hit all this stuff in the iron, and really those targets have to be in the iron in the first place. But I want a machine that I can do it all with one setting, right? And that just proves the Deus can do it in one setting, right? The hot program. The shallow targets, right? I'm not saying that if these targets were a little bit deeper, or if there's some iron on the surface, that the Deus would be hitting on these targets, because it probably would not, right? The Deus and the iron and the thick iron, there's nothing like it, man. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.